guys, welcome back to One Pound to Freedom. I'm Penny, this is my husband Talent, and we just want to thank you guys for liking our videos, for subscribing to our channel, for sharing our videos, and we just kindly ask you to continue to like these videos, to continue sharing our videos, and to continue subscribing to our YouTube channel. So yes, today we're just going to do another continuation from the previous video where we were speaking about the things that nobody ever told us before we moved to the UK, the cost of living, and we're just going to dive deeper and just probably explain how after facing all these things that we didn't know, how we then tried to turn everything into a plus for us, how we've managed, and how we came about to start implementing those steps towards our retirement and towards our relocation back to Zimbabwe, what we have done so far, where we are so far, and hopefully if there's still time, we can talk about where we want to go. So we'll see how the conversation will go about, because usually it's just where the conversation takes us. So yeah.
Yes, welcome guys. So yes, for the 3 years we've been here, actually we came to realize that time flies.
Oh my gosh, it does.
So we are happy to be at this, what can I say?
At this juncture.
At this juncture.
At this moment. But whilst you're happy, can you please just dig deeper, or just can you believe we're now in August? Can you even believe it? How 2025 has just been rushing. I can't even believe it's now the middle of August. Honestly speaking, this year has been fast. Has been going fast.
So we are happy to say, with the 3 years we've been here, we actually realized that time flies. So to us, it has dawned on us within the 3 years. Unfortunately, to some, it took 20 years. Some it took 10 years. Some it took 5. So I'm happy. To us, it came up this early before we go to 20 years. I think a lot of people came here and they had that idea of coming here, save some money, go back home. I think that was the mentality of a lot of people when they came here. They just thought we were coming to greener pastures. Take the money and go back. But a lot of people now, they are here. Some are stuck here. Some are here by choice. Some are now stuck here. It's now 10 years. It's now 20 years. Now to go back home, it's no longer making sense now. To go back home now, claiming that I was in UK, I was in diaspora, no longer making sense. So now it's better now to live here, fake it here from afar, back home people believing that all things are well. So with us, we said, let's be open enough. Let's share the journey. Let's share how things are going with us here. Even if we say after these 3 years, we now want to go back home, after 5 years, we're not going back home. It's not a fake life lived. That's why maybe we're coming up open here for us to be accountable for this journey. So we are here now, and for sure, time flies. Whether you are here, whether your plans are to settle here, whether your plans are to go back home, please take note. Time flies. And the bad part of it, you won't see it now that time flies. But if you look back now, 20 years seems like a long time when you're looking into the future. But now when you're looking back, you say, oh, just to think of it, last 20 years or for the past 20 years, you can easily remember what happened probably this time 20 years back. So you can see now time flies when we have covered the gap. So please realize it early. Whether your plans are to settle here, please start now, or even start yesterday to plan your settling here. If you want to go back home, please let it be a day-by-day journey of planning your way, either back home or settling here.
True. And I think what makes it more difficult, like what Talon said, when you then have spent so much time abroad and you want to move back home, the thing that makes it difficult for somebody to just say, I'm just going to spend the rest of my life here, is that you wouldn't have made any investment back home. So when you think of going, you start thinking, where will I go? Where will I stay? What will I stay? Who will I stay with? In whose house are you going to be staying with? Because to be honest, it's easy. It's easy for 5 years to go by in the diaspora with you not even doing anything, because that's how fast life is and that's how expensive life can be in the diaspora, especially when bills start piling up, loans start piling up, credit cards, car finances, phone bills. All your money, you will be earning the money, but it will be going back into the system because there's just so much that needs to be paid. And when you start thinking of, and the other mentality also that other people will have is that I want to wait until I save enough money, maybe 10,000 to buy a stand and buy a stand. But you realize that sometimes the situation here will not even award you an opportunity to save that much. So years will go by, and we have learned from observation of people that we've seen who've been here for years but never managed to do much. Not that they were not working, not that they didn't want to, but that the situations that they were in this country just did not award them that opportunity to do something back home. So having observed this, we also had to sit down and we're like, you know what, we want to be intentional. Being intentional, that's one thing that you have to do when you're staying here. Be intentional about what you want for your future. If it is about staying here and you're thinking about going to school, be intentional about it. Start looking for applying for those for that program you want to do. Start applying at universities, saving up for the money. If it is about going home, if you want to relocate back home or move to another country, be intentional. Start making plans towards whatever it is that you want to do. So we were really intentional about our plans. Once we figured out what we wanted, we're intentional. But to be honest, we didn't even start with the idea that we want to relocate back home, because we were also thinking that, oh no, I think we're just going to be here for the longest time. But we also had to look at different things, different facts, start considering our lives, where we are in life and what we want for our future. And yeah.
And on being intentional,
Mm-hmm.
I've actually realized important, yes, in anything, in everything that you do in life, be intentional. Put your all into it. Just be intentional. You see things starting shaping up. And on being intentional, I've realized that money conforms to your life spending habits. Money conforms to the way you live, the way you do your things. It just conforms. When we sit down, that's when we realize that money conforms. Just follows. It just follows your spending habits. It just follows the way of living. We came here with those two incomes. For our journey, would like to say it was so fortunate enough. We were developing back home, but we're just doing it for the sake of saying, no, let's just develop back home, but not for our own consumption or not for our own future use. But it was just a matter of saying, let's just develop back home. But before we started developing back home, we were living here, spending our money here. So when I'm to bring up the point that money conforms to your spending habits, I would like to bring it out in this scenario that we were living here. Before we started what we are calling development back home that we're doing, but we're just doing it for the sake of maybe the comfortability of the family back home, the parents back home. But before we even started that, there were no savings that we're doing per se, but we would get our salaries. I don't know, for some fun reason, the way we were living, the way we were spending, it was okay that time, but we had no plans for those developments that we're talking of. So when we sat down, we were asking ourselves, before we started this development that we are now doing back home,
Where was the money going?
where was the money going?
That's really true, because we would get our money, and right now we send money towards development every month, like a big chunk every month, like half of our income goes towards our development. But we've been doing this for a year and a half. Probably we started doing it last year. But before that, where was the money going? We always ask ourselves, but we never did anything significant. Would get money, spend it, wait for the other paychecks. But we always would say, oh, why not do this, why not do that? But because we're not intentional, we had nothing on paper, we had nothing planned down, would say we want to do this, but because it was just talk, money would come and would just say, oh, it's not enough, it's not enough. But when we became intentional, money made itself available. And the thing is, we never even changed much on our spending habits. Even after we started doing development, we still buy most of the things that we used to buy back then, but we still send that chunk towards development every month. So we always ask ourselves, how really was our spending habits before we started developing?
So sometimes it's just a matter of being intentional,
Mm-hmm.
and you just need to start.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wait for tomorrow to start, or don't wait for a right time, or to say I've now enough savings to start on something that you are planning on. Just start.
That's true.
Just start.
Yeah. Don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for you to be ready. Don't wait for you to say, oh, I want to finish this. Just start.
It's not like don't wait for the right time.
The right time is now.
The right time is now.
The right time is now. So what we did is that after we had our sit down, before we even were thinking of relocating or retiring in Zimbabwe, what we did was we just thought, you know what, if we go back to Zimbabwe, most of our time spent in Zimbabwe is going to be with our parents. So we might as well develop where we are going to be for our comfortability when you go back to Zim, but also for the parents' comfortability. So that's what we did. So we just started saying, let's just build a bigger house. Even when we go there, I mean, we want something. We are living comfortably here, so we just want to have that kind of life. Even when we go back to Zim for holidays, that was for holidays when we started, and we just started making things comfortable at our rural home in Murewa. We got a borehole drilled there. We're just doing it slowly, and then we're just like, let's just build a very big, comfortable house for everybody. When the family is there, we just build a big house for everyone. Little did we know that that was actually going to turn into our retirement home. When we finally then decided to say we want to relocate, we're like, at least we have been building a house. So yeah, I think it's good also to just develop a whole, even before you've made decisions that you want to go back or you're not, but just doing some form of development back home. It's something that we just advise everybody to do, even if you want to have your life here. But home is home, guys. There's always going to be a time that you're going to go home for holidays or for whatever events that would have happened, it's good to just have a place that you can go into and you're comfortable being.
So yeah, before we had this burning desire to go back home.
Mm-hmm.
I think the universe was already conniving with the plan spiritually.
Yeah.
So now when the desire was burning, we sat down. Then we said to ourselves, but we have already started something here. We have already started the journey. So we started the journey before we
knew that's what we were going to decide to do for our lives.
So now our focus is on developing on our rural homestead.
Yeah.
That's where we are going to settle down. I think the town life, the city life, it's not in our plans anymore.
To be honest, we're not looking into going into formal employment when we go back. So, and Murewa is very close to Harare. If we need to be in town, we can always go. But honestly, for us to, and in any case, we actually, when we were in Zimbabwe, we didn't stay in Harare. We were born and raised in Harare, but it was too busy for us. We're small town people. We love small towns. We love the quiet, the peace, the laid back kind of lifestyle, easygoing. So yeah, it made more sense for us to just decide that, you know what, let's go and build our paradise in our homestead. And that's what we've been doing for the past year and a half. And we're glad because we're almost done. We're now at the finals. We will do a voiceover video and just showing you in the next video where we started and where we are now with our building.
Yes. So now our journey is started, or it started before we know it. So now that is the beginning of our journey. We now have water.
We do.
Back home. The ball. We're going to share all the developments, break down all the costs, maybe share some contacts for the what?
People who did the borehole, the contractors, all the contractors.
So now the water is there. Now we are building a 4-bed. We're going to share the plan. And we're also going to share the details of the guy who did the plan. Maybe in case you might want to use him. So that is the beginning of our journey back to Zim. Water is now there. The dream home, at first when it started, it was just a spacious house for the family. But now, as we are now taking it, it's no longer only for the family. It's now our house for our retirement.
Yeah.
We are going to be based in the rural area. So that house, when we started, it was just going to be just a modest.
Yeah.
But now, since it's now ours, I think the final touches, the plan we had is now going to change in terms of the final touches. We're now putting the final touches according to our liking. So that
we are comfortable in it. We love it. There are so many things after we realized that this is what we want for ourselves. There's so many things we wish we had put in the plan that they'd already built, and there's no way they could start breaking it down. And we'd already spent so much money into building that house, because when we built it, though it was just a family house, we didn't build something that was like a low budget house. We made sure that it was a good, proper house. We put all the proper materials into that house because we wanted a durable house that will last for years and years for our parents and the rest of the family. But now we wish we had put so many rooms in the house, entertainment rooms, offices, but we're not discouraged, because that's the good thing about building in our rural area. We've got so much land. We can always build our offices on the other side and have other things on the side, but we're happy with where we are right now. And I mean, it's been great. And you know, the other thing is, though we didn't know that eventually we're going to come to this place that we are, of really being intentional about developing home and relocating back to Zimbabwe. We were actually partnering in different businesses in Zimbabwe. We've got businesses that give us money on a monthly basis in Zimbabwe. Even with building, though we were also sending money from here, but it was also easier because we running businesses that are generating income in very well, that have helped this journey of building. So and we've had very trustworthy partners, and we're going to share with you these businesses that we have. We've got about 3 businesses so far. One that is really up and running and successful. 2 of them are still coming up, but they are very promising, and we're happy with what's going on at the moment. So we are happy. We are happy. Are we not happy, baby?
We are. And maybe just to share the stage we are at now on the house. I think almost everything now has been done. Roofing was done. Ceiling was done. Plumbing was done. Wiring was done for the electricity. So now we're at the stage of looking for the best solar system. So maybe if you have any, maybe we have some
recommendations.
Yeah, so if you have some recommendations for the solar guys. So now that is the stage we are on. We are still considering some of the quotations and all the stuff, but now we are on the solar system.
Because I mean, we've heard cases of people buying solar systems and then they get batteries that won't last long, and the brands that are probably not as strong. So that's what we're really worried about, because we really want a good battery, and we want like a solar system that's not small. So we're looking into getting maybe a 10 kV solar system with 48 volt 200 ah battery. If we can make them too, we know it's going to be expensive, but we want something that once we have it, it's there. And also because we are looking into having multiple projects at the homestead, that's why I want to have a very strong, power generating system. So for that, we are willing to really work and sacrifice for our solar. So that's our next big thing that we're going to do. We know it's going to take a lot, but we know once we have a good solar, we can spend years. And also because we're going to be off grid at our homestead, we're not going to be relying on electricity. It's just going to be solar powered. We really want a good system. So once we have a good system, the rest finishings are from the inside. They will not, I know they'll probably not cost as much as the solar system. So the reason why we want to get the solar system before we do the final finishings is because we want to get a pressure pump for our borehole. Water is now running in the house, but because of the pressure, I think the gradient, or I don't know about water, but we need to get a pressure pump to just ensure that there's water coming out in the shower. It's coming out, but it doesn't have so much pressure. The toilets are now flushing and everything, but we just need probably for it to have pressure. So it needs to be powered by electricity or solar power. So that's why we want to do the solar first before we finish up everything else. So so our target is that by December, the house will be complete. Will be done, complete. We are done with the house. Whatever is left is not related to the house. It's now on to our next projects.
And when you are planning to go back home, building, doing some projects, sending money home, please do your due diligence. To us, it's fortunate.
Very fortunate.
That we got relatives. Our parents are still there. So in terms of the building, we would like to give thumbs up to our parents, because we're sending money to them and they're doing all the stuff. But it's not like we are saying, it's not all parents. We've got actually cases where
So
someone
many
was
cases
sending money to
their
their parents,
and
but nothing was
nothing was done.
Even to family members, but nothing was done. So whether it's your family member, whether it's any supplier or contractor you get, just do your due diligence, guys. Just do your due. Because even with those formal registered suppliers, you can be scammed also. I think I've got a guy who was dealing with some contractor for building.
And they paid them, was it not 10,000?
Something like
15, I think.
But nothing came up.
They only came to do the trenches. That was it.
That was it.
Then they left. They never came up. And the story until now. They're actually based here in the UK. The people and they sent to contractors in Zimbabwe, but nothing was ever done. So really,
so whether you're dealing with a relative, whether you're doing, because sometimes you'll be saying relatives, no. Let me deal with the formal, with the professional, some formally registered people, but still with those to do your due diligence.
And I know it's very difficult to be able to find somebody that you can really, really trust, but sometimes, mostly when it comes to building and other investments, pray about it. Just pray, God, just lead me into, partnering with the right people. And like what Talent said, we really give props to our parents and to our partners, Kuda and Kudzi, because these guys, they really made sure that all the running around. And when you're building and you're far away, you're not seeing anything, so you're anxious. You guys, have you bought the right things? Is it the right style that I want? Did you get the? But with all that pressure we would give them, they just made sure that the work was done. Obviously, complaints would be there, but honestly, it was a perfect job. They did a very good job.
Like the guy I was talking of, who went to Zim, who wanted to spend a month there.
In the last video.
Yeah, the last video. Yeah, that guy was so skeptical to deal with or to trust anyone back home. So the purpose of his visit
was to go
and set up the box, the foundation, and the box by himself. He wanted to see it done. Paying the money is there. Once it's done,
he comes back.
And then when he wants
to get the walls, another level, he goes back. So, which is very frustrating and difficult.
It was not possible. It was, time doesn't always
permit you to always then have to go back to Zim.
On the ground all the time.
That's difficult. But so anyway, this was what we wanted to share in this video. We will bring you a proper video. No, the next video will be about showing you our house, where we are, where we started, and our contractors and
we'll just run some clips showing how we started, maybe showing the videos, the pics of how we started, where we are now, and maybe share some contacts for the bow guys and for the builders and the plant guy. So I think we'll share some contacts
and costs. We'll also tell you the costs. From the borehole, how much it costed, foundation, everything. We'll just give you, because we keep the records of everything.
But before we started all that, we always ask ourselves, where was the money going?
I don't even know, to be honest.
So if you...
Because we started our projects in March 2023. That's when we started with the borehole drilling. March 2024. We're in 2025. March 2024. That's when I started. So we've been here since 2022. We'll just say, okay, 2022 was settling. 2023. I don't know what 2023's money went to. I don't know where it went.
So be intentional. Sit down and just start now. Whatever your plan is, whether to settle in UK, whether to go back home, start now.
Yes.
If possible, start yesterday.
Or today.
Just start. I know sometimes you'll be thinking, to build a house, I might need this much. Now I don't even have any savings. Just start with what you have. Like, no pressure. Send $500 home. Send 1,000.
500 goes a mile.
It goes a lot. Just start with what you have. Just start. If it means you're buying 1,000 bricks, just send and buy 1,000 bricks.
Put them on the side. Every month you buy 1,000, every month you buy 2,000. By the time it's a year, you already have bricks enough to do.
Things will just start falling in place.
Very well.
Money will just start conforming to your
new
plans,
patterns, new spending patterns.
Yes. So just that.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching. Continue to subscribe, to like, and to share our videos. And we'll see you in the next video.
And don't forget to start.
Bye.